So the winner goes straight through. The rest have one more chance. Off they go. And who's it going to be? Looks like it's Josh Wells and Lance Tulloch get their nose into the front. Then we've got the 44 of James Douglas and Ricky Pubbin go around the outside of Stan Ross and Claire Hartnell. But there's a real battle on there as James Douglas pushes his way through the inside. He found a hole, got to the front, but now Wells is coming back at him. He'll do the same on this turn. So it's 88, Josh Wells and Lance Tulloch, but Douglas and Pubbin, they haven't given it up. We'll see what happens this time. Now, they've got the line better this time as Wells, so they can't go round the outside.
He looks to duck down the inside. He doesn't get close enough, so it's definitely Josh Wells, Lance Tulloch. We're starting to open it up a little bit here from James Douglas, Ricky Pubbin, and Stan Ross and Claire Hart will have to be content to sit back there in third place. Josh Wells, Lance Tulloch, the boys all the way from Western Australia with the white flag comes out, one left to go. Over James Douglas, Rick Pubbin, and Stan Ross, Claire Hartnell. Josh Wells, Lance Tulloch, just got to keep it together for another few metres and the checkered flag, and here they go, they're into the final. Over James Douglas, Rick Pubbin and Stan Ross, Claire Hartnell have to come back and fight again in the semi-final repechage. Tapes are up, they're underway. Who gets the best of it? First one looks like Kevin McDonald. Carl Hosey going to be the first ones in the turn round the outside. Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow. And then we go back to Aidan Twaits, Daniel Gillette. It's McDonald and Hosey as they swing down into that turn 3. Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow, they're looking to get down the inside of them. They're not doing it. This 1 and 2 very, very close. In that third place is Aidan Twaits, Daniel Gillette. And back there is Sean Kerr and John Gillespie rounding them out. Still Kev McDonald, Carl Hosey. But Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow, they're not going to give any quarter. They're trying their hardest in their second spot there as they come through. Still Kev McDonald, Carl Hosey as they go down into turn 1 again.
Well, he's made a wee bit of a break on the rest of them. The others are actually catching up to Fraser fractionally, but I think this one, you'll be able to write it in. There's only one more lap to go. 23, Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey out in front from Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow. Nigel gets down early on that bike to see if they can swing it round. They have closed up a fraction, but then McDonald powers his way out of that turn 2. Down the back straight, a comfortable lead as they swing for the run home. So 23, Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey take the win from 11, Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow. 58, Aidan Thwaites, Daniel Gillette on the 58 bike in third, ahead of 69, Sean Kerr and John Gillespie. Lights on, tapes up, off they go. Who's into the first turn? McMaster looks like gets into that turn from Luke Thwaites, then Jason Harper.
Mark George.
Then we go back to, it's Jamie Polkington at the rear of the field, but as they come on round to complete the first lap, the 43 by Craving Master, James Dawson, but a battle coming on here as they head into that turn 1 from Luke Thwaites, and he forced them out a little bit and got through to the front of the field. So 29, Luke Thwaites, the Christchurch motorcycle champions from last weekend, blew through there and hold the lead over 43, Craving Master and James Dawson. 16, Jason Harper, Mark George in that third position from Jamie Polkington and Chris McDonald.
So Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers, Craving Master and Daniel Gillette having a problem there. So still out in front though, Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers, white flag, 1 left to go. Over Jason Harper, Mark George and Jamie Polkington and Chris McDonald round them out in that third spot. But here we go, Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers down that back straight for the final time. Through they come, turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag, they take it away. Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers over Jason Harper, Mark George and Jamie Polkington and Chris McDonald. Eights up and away they go. It looks like Craig McMaster and James Dawson. They read that to a T. Away they go, and they've started to get a couple of 3 bike lengths on the field as they go down that back straight. It looks like, is it James Douglas and Ricky Pubbin that have gone up into second?
44, yes, I think so.
Gone up into second place, and then the 58 bike of Aidan Thwaites and Daniel Gillette in third, and they're followed out by Stan Ross and Claire Hartnell round them out. Oh, there's a bit of a battle on between second and third here, but the bit between his teeth is Craig McMaster and James Dawson. There's somebody trying to come round the outside. It looks like Aidan Thwaites underneath. He went of, Craig McMaster, James Dawson, still out in front from James Douglas, Ricky Pubbin, Aidan Thwaites and Daniel Gillette. Then we've got James Douglas, Ricky Pubbin. Oh, there's a bit of a slow up there, bit of a slip. But the 43, Craig McMaster.
She's all on.
It's all
lap
on for
to go.
Oh, Aidan Thwaites and Daniel Gillette looking to get underneath Craig McMaster and James Douglas in this final lap. Down that back straight they go. James... Aidan Thwaites right round the outside, high and wide. Is going to be a sprint to the finish here. Still Craig McMaster and James Dawson who take that one out.
Ready this time. Lights on. Off we go. Jason Harper gets a good start on the inside, but he's outgunned by Fraser Gillespie as he shoots round. Sean Kerr was better too, out wide, and he moves into the second position as 11, Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow lead them into turns 3 and 4. 69, Sean Kerr. Oh, they got it all wrong, and Jason Harper, Mark George make the most of it. They push themselves through the hole. They move up into second position. Now they set about chasing down Gillespie, but he pulls away with a drive out of that turn and down the straight. About 6 bike lengths in between it now as Fraser Gillespie leads them through. Jason Harper still hunting them down, but Gillespie's keeping a nice tight line, nice and low, moves up to the top of the track, gets it all set up for the next turn.
So here they come through. The white flag will come out this time round. It's still Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow over Jason Harper, Mark George and Sean Kerr and John Gillespie. Let's just hope there's not too much pole line infringing going on down there. We can't really see the pole line from here, but it's Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow at the moment. They come out of turn 4. The checkered flag comes out, and they get the checkered flag. Second place was Jason Harper, Mark George. Third place was Sean Kerr and John Gillespie. This is it, the final for the sidecars. Tapes are up, they're underway. Who's going to be the first one to the turn? It looks like Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow, who are in that first place. Second place is Craig McMaster, James, it's Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey that have gone up into second. Third place is the...
Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers.
Thwaites and Neville Chalmers. And then we go back to Craig McMaster, James Dawson. But it's Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow who are in first place. Second place, Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey. Third place, Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers. And rounding them out is Craig McMaster, James Dawson. Oh, they're getting a bit slick there. But it's still Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow in that first place. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey, they're there in that second place. Third place, Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers. Down that back straight they go for the third time. Second time, was it? Third time, can't remember. Anyway, white flag out this time. Second time. Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow, they're still in that first spot. Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey, they're chasing hard in second. Luke Thwaites, Neville Chalmers are back there in third place.
Well, they did it the hard way, Dave. They didn't, Pete, they didn't have a good run at the start of the meeting, but they finished it off. They've had more rides than anyone else. Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow take the win from Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey. Luke Thwaites is sitting in there with Neville Chalmers in that third position from the 43, Craig McMaster and James Dawson. So you put your hands together. They started off, they missed a few of those early heats, so they had to come through the repechage, then the semi-final repechage, but they have done it.